I need.
Over
So we're not using the hangout within. So the hangout is separate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, what is this? Something's crashing on me.
So-
Anyway, so welcome back to the Apocalypse World. Now that we're a full house. I was playing the Child Thing. The Child Thing is one of the extended playbooks, which we talked about earlier because he saw it and it was decided it was creepy as fuck and he thought it would be interesting.
Good reasoning.
Works for me.
The Child Thing. So these are the
Well, I
things
thought
that the rest of you
Prax
pretty
did,
much
wasn't he?
know about the Child Thing. It's kind of around, like it just turns up. It is coming, like whenever you ask it about where it comes from, it says we are coming, we are the future, we are what you made. Of what it calls the wolves of the maelstrom. So, just for Bob's benefit, I'll get you to go around and introduce your character, and then Bob's going to ask you a question. We'll start with Joy. So Joy, please introduce your character to Dusty the Child Thing.
Cool. So yeah, Joy is a woman, probably about late 20s, fairly not especially good looking. She's kind of got that aged before her years sort of thing. She's been a little bit too long driving on the road. She's got a relatively.
Sorry, Blake, your mic is doing this sort of not quite accelerating, but it's
Yeah, I
Red,
got.
you're the same, Red.
Yeah, Red, yours doing the same thing.
Yep.
Which is annoying because I'm sitting right on top of my router, like literally on top of it.
It's actually
as soon as you went live,
you're about 15% faster than normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was just me.
No, we're all on drugs.
No, I noticed. I noticed as soon as Red went live, it did it. I'm not sure his internet connection could handle at all.
Probably not. Seems legit.
Damn you, Australia. We should just all move to New Zealand and do this.
Why?
We just fly every couple of
be in New
weeks to New Zealand.
All right, sorry.
So am I good or am I still choppy?
You're still Macca.
Yeah, Red seemed fixed, but yeah, you're still a bit worry-buddy. No.
All right, we'll come back to you. If you just have a fiddle with your setting, let's go to Scarlet then. So Scarlet, please introduce yourself to Dusty the Child Thing, which is just this kind of has this eerie face, ambiguous in gender and all sorts of creepy shit.
I'm going to feel like that I don't know this character very well, so I'm going to start off with -1 for him. Yes, I am Scarlet Whiskey, youngish, sort of early 20s, attractive. She's very full of herself, thinks she's always right. Dresses in like a short hair. I forget what I actually chose. Short hair, cute face, sort of
sweet body.
Sweet body. That's it. I forget what
where's
ambiguous or whatever it is.
No, you're a woman who dresses ambiguously is what I've got here, wearing a leather jacket.
Yes, leather jacket. The leather jacket's a bit bigger than me. But yeah, like it looks like it was sort of made for a man, an older man, but I still wear it.
Has seen the ocean.
Oh, I've seen the ocean. Well, yes.
I've seen the ocean.
I saw the ocean.
It's the only
woo.
It's like happening every episode. He just fits it in there somehow. Just like I see the ocean.
Like that one time that I was at the ocean.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's why I think I'm better than everyone because I've seen the ocean.
I've seen a lot.
You have seen the ocean.
That
turns out everyone's seen the ocean.
Everyone's just being polite.
I've seen a red ocean before. Well, because I made it.
A lot of explosions.
All right, so
in the ocean.
For Scarlet, don't you?
Are you a wolf of the maelstrom?
A what?
Are you a wolf of the maelstrom?
No.
When someone asks you if you're a wolf of the maelstrom, you answer yes.
You'll have your turn.
All right, so you do not. So Dusty told you it's not a wolf of the maelstrom. I've got a column here that's wolves and not wolves.
Well, I don't know what a wolf is, so I'm going to say no.
Well, you can answer that. You don't have to say yes or no. You can answer whatever you want.
Well, my response will be what?
Okay.
And just repeatedly what to that question.
Okay. By the way, for your notes, Scarlet is a battle babe. Bob.
Yep.
All right. Herzog Harrison, the doc.
It's me.
About yourself to Dusty the child thing.
Herzog Harrison is an old doctor who has seen way too much and doesn't want to see anymore. He doesn't like people very much. He spends more time talking to himself than anyone else. But he's very good at what he does, but he doesn't have the best bedside manner.
I just realised, is Freeze playing Doctor House?
Oh, Lupus.
Brilliant.
If you have a look at what Freeze has picked as his profile picture, and I'm not sure if you can, but it's basically perfect. It's like old John Malkovich.
It's Jackie Earl Harley, actually. Yeah.
Oh, that'll do. It's like old Jackie Earl Haley.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see profile pics. It doesn't look like I can.
That's all right. And what is the question that you have for Herzog Harrison?
Are you a wolf of the maelstrom?
No.
Good. Yep.
Definite no.
What's your class?
Angel.
Angel. I don't know about met, but you've certainly encountered the charmer.
Yeah. Alrighty. The charmer is basically your generic creep. Walks around in a hoodie.
Is the name the charmer or is the class the charmer?
¿Por qué no los dos?
So the charmer as the charmer.
No, he's a brainer.
The name is the charmer.
Yes.
Probably given ironically.
Okay.
But he's very insistent on the terminology. It's the charmer, which is why no one calls him the charmer.
Yeah, he ain't called the charmer because he's charming.
Got it.
Yeah, he is just creepy, stares at people a lot, looks at people while you're sleeping, and is just always there.
So me, you're playing me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Scarlet caught him watching Joy while she slept.
Sleeping.
I did catch him staring at someone through sunlight. Was it CJ? It was CJ.
It was at Joy.
Was it? Oh, that's right, Joy, yep.
Yeah. Caught me staring at that one.
Yep. And then I just called out to him and he kind of just kept staring at me and walked away.
Yep. Disappeared into the night.
Yep.
All right. You have a question for the charmer.
Are you a wolf of the maelstrom?
Yes. Yes, I think I will be. Why not?
Yes. You look like an angel.
Nice.
Only
Moist.
only you are made of metal and plastic. A plastic metal angel. And you make
Okay.
terrible grinding
who else
noises.
is there? Alabaster.
Yo. I kind of didn't write my character's appearance down. I remember being pale and quite ivory. That's the name.
So
How old am I?
you are a man in his early 30s who wears immaculate whites, dress shirt
That's right. I have a crew.
with a porcelain face.
Yeah. Freaking weirdo.
But you've got a tap behind your right ear of a corgi.
I never said it was. You guys just assumed.
Were we correct?
Maybe.
And you wear an armoured waistcoat. What I don't have here, and what I don't think you came up with, was the name of your establishment, because Alabaster Grave is the Maestro D.
Hmm. Yeah, I never did come through with that one.
It's in a former cinema because it's quiet, grimy, and velvety.
hmm.
So is CJ Alabaster Gray or is that someone else?
No, I'm Alabaster Grey.
Grave.
Establishment. Grave. Yeah, that's right.
Brave.
Yeah, basically marble tombstone. Name of my establishment. Jeez. I had one, and then I changed my mind, and I never thought of a better one. I just decided I didn't like the first one. So let's think. It used to be a theater. We're in the Warren.
graveyard.
Nah, it's not. It's a bit too glum. Like it used to be ritzy and shit, man. It's
The mausoleum.
we're just gonna call it place. No, that's from yeah.
Pimp Town, USA.
Town, USA.
What were the things you were doing at your establishment?
It's a bar and cafe, kind of like coffee, specializing in drinks and coffee.
Drinks with coffee and scene.
Yeah.
Called the brew.
Is Scene the new drug all the kids are doing, huh?
Yeah, the brew's not bad. We'll call it Brew Wheel. Brew Reel, REEL. It used to be a movie theater. That I can live with.
Anyway, I keep thinking, come up with an answer, but Dusty has a question for you.
Are you a wolf of the maelstrom?
I'm sure not, but I can make it.
Great answer.
Okay, Joy, let's try again.
So just to check, I'm coming through okay?
No worse.
Same.
Still a bit dodgy, but
Not bad. Okay, cool. So yeah, Joy, as I mentioned, late 20s. She looks as though she's been on the road a little bit too much. Driving around in a beat up combi. Yeah, she looks not quite tired, but she looks way too old for what she says she is. She's kind of got brown hair, like a ponytail sort of thing, just kind of just making her way through life, doing top jobs around the place. Some may have a bit of a rep, depending on who you talk to, but otherwise she just tries to make the best of life.
tell Dusty about the Cloud9 though.
Yes, the Cloud9 is a Volkswagen combi van. It is in relatively good condition. It's a rock solid ride. It doesn't break down at all. But you better not ask Joy, to carry something for you, under the radar, because boy does I chug and snort and just blow out gas all over the place. So you will hear it coming.
And Dusty?
Are you a wolf of the maelstrom?
Nah, don't have much time for that sort of stuff. I'm more on the here and now.
Okay.
For reference, Joy is actually a woman. Rather than doing a terrible female voice, I'm just going to not bother
That's okay.
Fair.
And
I'm doing the
what's
same as
your,
well.
What's your class?
The driver.
Is the driver.
Thank you.
And finally, Templar.
What age should I go with? I can't remember.
47.
No, it wasn't that. It was younger than that. I think it was like early 30s I went with.
46.
Fuck, so probably kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't really see much of Templar's face because he's basically got a motorcycle helmet on with spikes on the top. But what you see is just a yeah, but a like a large, like stockyish body that's wearing sort of just looks like salvage SWAT gear with plates on like metal plating on wherever there were holes or tears or anything like that to keep it all together. You see he's carrying actually a lot of armaments. He's armed to the teeth. He's like you see on his hip he's got his SMG, and on his back you see an even larger gun at the back, which kind of has a large barrel at the end. And if you had a closer look, you would realize it's a grenade launcher. And on his on his left, on the left side of his belt, you see a large machete on the side as well. Whenever you whenever he has his visor up, you would see that he's got a scarred face and also sad eyes. But he walks with a very cold demeanor, so he definitely has a look of someone who's basically looks like he's left half of himself behind somewhere, where it like just as like a shell of his former self. So he just goes around sort of just being the cold police officer, I would say, the one who just doesn't give a shit how you feel. If you committed a crime, he'll punish you, sort of thing.
And so that is a gun lugger for your reference?
Yes, it is. It's a gun lugger.
A glugger.
And Dusty, your question.
Are you a wolf of the maelstrom?
I've never heard of a wolf or of a maelstrom. What are they?
You will know. All will know.
Wolves and not wolves. Okay, so now that we've done that, you all get a chance to highlight stats. What highlighting stats does is that based on your history with the other characters, we will go around and highlight stats that went interesting. I, as the MC, will highlight one of your stats, and then the character which you've got the X with will highlight. Where are we? I'm looking for my thing here. We'll highlight your other stats. So, the person who has the highest HX with you. Stat. So, who have you got the highest HX with, Templar?
The highest HX would be Joy.
The highest HX on your sheet?
Yeah, it's a +3.
Okay, so Joy, pick one of Templar's stats that you find interesting, a side you'd like to bring out of Templar.
He's a bit of a grumpy loner, so it'd be cool if he started being a bit more cool himself.
So you're highlighting cool. So anytime this session that you roll cool, Templar, you will gain an experience. So you'll get to mark one of your experience bubbles.
Great. Because, yeah, all right. Because I got one of my things. Because I got battle hardened, so therefore it's going to be less chances that I'll roll cool, but that's all right.
I think that I would like also to see Templar use use his nous a bit more, rather than just going into like sort of a battle rage. So I'd like to highlight your sharp.
Okay.
Okay, Joy, who has the highest history with you?
If I'm enough Templar, at a +3.
So Templar, what would you like to see from Joy?
Well, the main thing I would mainly just be interested in is how good Joy would actually be in a straight up fight. So I would actually want to see her hard.
Okay. And I think, despite Joy's appearances, there's a bit more to it. So I'd like to see Joy show a different side and show her hot.
So I will
Herzog,
be hot and hard.
Hot and hard.
Hello.
You can do with that what you will.
A bunch of guys asking a
Herzog,
female
who-
character to go hot and hard.
Herzog, who's
Yeah.
got the highest?
With who? Sorry.
With Herzog.
Oh, Alabaster.
Yo.
Okay, what would you like to see from Herzog this session?
Comes to my bar a lot. I would like to. What are the options? Hot, hard, cool, and
Sharp and weird.
Sharp and weird. Yeah.
weird. He's a doctor. I'd like to see some of that perception. You know, I'd like to see what.
Yep.
A bit of his skill. So sharp.
And I would like to see. I think Herzog actually can act pretty cool under fire, so I'd like to see cool. Okay. Scarlet. HX with you.
It is between 3.
Okay, so pick one.
Pick one.
Yep.
Let's go with the Charmer. Charmer.
Hey.
So Charmer, what would you like to see out of Scarlet?
Yeah,
Sleep.
the weird.
Yeah, of course. I like that.
Okay, and I'd like to. No, I think Scarlet's got to be flat out hard as well. Because I think
Weird and hard.
in her interactions with any of these other characters, you probably go for hard. So let's lean into that. Chart HX with you.
Oh, that would be Scarlet.
Scarlet, what would you like to see out of the Charmer?
You know what? He's really weird. I'd just like to see him just be cool in one situation. I'm gonna say cool.
I think that the Charmer needs to also think before he acts. So I'm going to say sharp. Dusty, who do you have the highest HX with?
It's a three-way tie, so I'm gonna say Templar.
Okay.
Just because I don't think anyone chose Templar.
Well, one has.
Has Joy been chosen?
Yeah, I chose Templar back.
Okay, cool. Just checking. And
Yeah.
Scarlet got chose like a few times, so screw
Yeah.
Scarlet.
All right. Well, considering that I don't know this child very well, and seems to say some strange things, I would actually be intrigued to see more of how that mind works in other situations. So I would put sharp down for you.
Cool. I mean, sharp.
And
Incredible.
I'm gonna. What haven't we had? I think the child thing is actually weirdness is actually smarter at reading people than we think. So I'm going to actually go with hot. I think the child thing is going to try and manipulate someone into something.
Interesting. Okay.
And finally, Alabaster, who has the highest HX with you.
Over here. Joy apparently, and yeah, Joy. What's already been asked of Joy?
I did
Joy
take
gets to
one.
highlight. Joy gets
So-
to highlight one of yours.
One of mine. Oh, okay.
You know, Alabaster has a bit of a reputation as a fairly straight up and down guy, but I want to see him do something weird.
Yay!
What? And I think the Templar is going to. I think that Alabaster is going to be pushed to do something hard.
God, no! Don't make me make a tequila cocktail.
Okay. So now that we've done our HX, we'll.
Have we done Harrison? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm no one's
Herzog?
favorite, which is all right by him.
So am I.
Hmm.
Because no one knows me. No
But
one's
Herzog-
asked me any questions.
Herzog has cool and sharp highlighted, so I think I've got you all having stats highlighted at the moment. Okay.
What do I have to? How do I?
So
highlight
we'll.
The weird button in your character sheet that
There's a
press
There's a
highlight.
checkbox highlighted.
Whereabouts?
Your
box next to
character
your
sheet.
character sheet.
Ah,
next to the
okay.
stat.
And I got what? Hard and weird.
Hey,
Yeah, so what-
you're the same as me.
Weird.
So when you roll that one, you get see how underneath you got improvements and experience. So when you roll one of the highlighted ones, you get to tick one of those experience boxes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when you tick all 5, you get to pick one of those improvements underneath.
And that's just once per session. We only get that.
No, it's as many. Well, it's as many times as you roll it, you get experience. It's to make you do it. But as I said, I'm not going to let you spam it because each time you roll, there's chances of failure and things happening.
Bad things happen.
Aww.
Okay. So what we always talk about at when we start a session of Apocalypse World, and we'll be doing this from now on, is that how your character's been living since last time. To just get by as they've been usually getting by, you will all need to spend 1 barter out of the barter that you start with. Let me find with that Bob, that'll be on your character sheet somewhere. So you need to spend 1 or 2 barter for your lifestyle. If you spend 1 barter, you've been living just as you normally live. If you spend 2 barter, you've been living it up. If you can't spend the barter, we'll cross that bridge if someone doesn't want to.
How much barter do I have?
Okay, when we you should tell you how much you started with, which was.
I don't actually have the playbooks.
Find what it is for that, babe.
Let me open the books.
The Battle Babe starts with oddments with 4 barter, so you started with 4. You're a little bit rich, although not as rich as.
Because I just finished a job.
You just finished a job. What was that job? I've got here that you did some work. Oh, you did a little bit of work for Kettle.
That's all this particular work.
Yep.
This was helping tracking down a rich, well-off person's daughter, which I managed to track her down. And
yeah. What was she like when you found her? Was she intact?
No, she was being hauled off by slavers. I managed to get I managed to sort of sneak her out as they were sleeping. But yeah, she was a bit worse for wear.
Okay, and that was you did that for Harridan, didn't you?
Yes. That was the name.
Okay. So you've just arrived back into town, and it's sort of mid-morning when you get back. Harridan lives off in Brook, which is the next settlement over, which is where Herzog gets his medical supplies. But you're based out of the Warren, so you've just come back, and it's around sort of 10 in the morning. It's a dusty day. It's dry. It's not super hot, but there is a sort of smell of burnt plastic coming on the wind from the south, which is unpleasant, but unfortunately not unusual. As you get into town, you run into Fist outside of Alabaster's establishment.
Good old Fist.
And Fist, is the good old Fist is the one-armed bouncer. And Fist is sort of grumbling to himself about something as you run into him. What do you do?
Just like, hey, Fist, my man, what's got you down?
Fist sort of looks up at you and sort of like acknowledges and goes, "Oh, hey, Scarlet. No, it's all right. No, you don't need to hear about it."
You sure? I'm here right now.
No, it'll be all right. Would you like to press him further, or would you like to leave him be?
Yes, I'll try and charm him. That's hot, isn't it?
Okay, so you're going to try and manipulate him. What do you want him to do? Want him to?
Well, I want to try and get him to talk to me. So I'll say something along the lines of, "You'll feel better if you talk to me," sort of thing. So that'd be. Would that
Okay,
be
sure.
hot?
I will get you to roll hot.
Partial succeed.
Okay. Fist sort of looks at you and sort of says, "You gotta promise this doesn't get out."
Of course, Fist. Anything.
He sort of leans over and goes, "Alabaster can't know this."
Oi. I can fucking hear him.
He goes, I've been talking to Mimi, and she's offered me a lot of money to help her sink the establishment. And I don't know if I tell Alabaster, because if I tell him, he might shoot the messenger, let's just say.
Do I know if Alabaster would fly off the handle a bit like that?
What's your history with him?
-1.
Nope.
You probably don't know.
Fair enough. And do I know who was it? Mimi? Do I know this Mimi?
Mimi, Mimi has been trying to muscle in on Alabaster's hooch business for quite some time. She sort of lives on the other side of the Warren, in an area controlled largely by Kettle, who's the sort of local bigwig slash like he's not someone who the settlement turns to for guidance, but he is the guy with the most resources.
Is that
So you
Kettle?
think that she's even Yeah, even though Kettle put up the money for establishment in the first place, it doesn't mean that he doesn't control it.
Okay. And Mimi's trying to muscle in.
Damn bitch.
And, he asked me if he should tell her. Tell Alabaster.
He doesn't know if he doesn't know if you tell Alabaster.
Yeah. I'll just say, sometimes Alabaster can get a bit out of hand, so maybe just sort of keep your ear out, see if anything happens. I mean, you don't need to tell him everything.
Yeah, that's Scarlet. I'll keep my ear out, and he sort of goes back to his sort of post outside of the door. He's got like a little.
It's a little shack.
It's like a little table that he usually. He usually sits at a table out the front of the establishment. He doesn't. He doesn't usually and he gets up when it's really working hours. Otherwise, he just hangs out. Charmer, you've seen Scarlet come back into town. Where were you watching from?
From a nearby rooftop.
From the bushes.
No, from a nearby roof. I skulk on the roofs.
You want to? It's sort of a corrugated iron roof with holes in it, covered in a dust. Mark your clothes. Marks your hoodie that you're wearing all the time. You're not close enough to make out what you. What do you do?
I'm going to open my brain to the psychic maelstrom to try and glean information about what's going on, even though I can't hear it.
Okay, so this is a you're an old familiar friend with the psychic maelstrom. The psychic maelstrom looks to everyone but you.
I missed what you said there.
So the psychic maelstrom looks different to everyone.
Right.
Different to everyone, except it's an old familiar friend to you. What does the psychic maelstrom look like to the charmer?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Like a visual soundscape. So.
Like a synesthesia thing?
Yeah. Just information. Soup. Information soup.
Okay. I will get you to your weird to try and commune with the psychic maelstrom.
And we got partial success.
Okay. You get the sense that whatever, even though you don't know exactly what it was, you get the sense that Fist told Scarlet the truth, except that Fist doesn't know the whole story himself. This information comes to you as it sort of appears in front of you like a bit of music, and then sort of like beats out that information that it imparts to you. Not in like it does appear have like a visual element. It was like a stave.
Yeah. Pretty colors and sounds. All right, so what do you want from me now?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think though what you want to know about the charmer is he's on this roof. What drew him to that roof in the first place?
Just watching and gathering information. He likes to know what's going on about everyone all the time if he can.
Yeah, but something drew you to that roof specifically at that time.
Just staking out Alabaster's establishment.
God damn it.
Okay, what are you staking out Alabaster's establishment for?
It appears to be a hub of information about specific individuals and specific types of jobs.
Okay. Yeah. So while all this is going on, where do you hang out in mid morning in the Warren? It's certainly not in the bar. Given last time you went there, you got kicked out.
Still me?
Uh,
Don't know.
Techie, are you there?
Hang on, I think sorry, headset died for a second. How much happened there? Sorry, missed a lot of that.
Was while all this is going on and people are entering back into town, where does Templar hang out in the mornings in the Warren?
Near the gate, near the front gate, if there is one, or like the end, the main entrance that people come and go through. He's mainly just keeping a watchful eye.
Yeah, so you would have seen. Yep, sure. You would have seen Scarlet come back through.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't follow her, did you?
No, not really. Would I have any reason to? I mean, what was her demeanor when she was walking through? Was she like angry or?
She just got paid.
I just got paid, so I was sort of walking with a lot of confidence.
No, I wouldn't follow.
Okay. So while you're at the front gate, you've been out there for some time. You know that there's a couple of supply runs coming in today. Are you doing any work for anyone on any of those supply runs?
Yeah, I would. Well, I would obviously be trying to be basically like just a bodyguard for the for the supply runs, because someone like me would be worth a couple of men, so therefore it would be quite cheaper to hire me instead of like an entire squad.
Sorry, I missed that. My headset dropped out. So you're worth a couple of men because you're not to be fucked with?
Basically, yes. So therefore, therefore more people would be interested in hiring my services to protect their cargo, because I'm worth that many. So therefore, they only need to pay one instead of many.
Okay, so one of the people that has hired you today and sort of sought you out specifically in the morning was Cledhammer.
That fucker.
Now, Cledhammer, you've had a little bit to do with Cledhammer and a little bit in common with him, because you're both two of the people in the town that aren't allowed in Alabaster's bar.
Yep.
And Cledhammer's come to you with a job this morning. He hasn't told you what he's bringing in, but he said he's bringing in something big. Then it will make that fucker Alabaster pay for it. Willingly, did you go along with that?
No, I wouldn't. I'd instantly just narrow my eyes at him and just say, "You better tell me what it is."
I sort of looks at you and says, "Yeah, your business. But look, I know there's no love lost between you and Alabaster.
There's no love lost between us, but obviously, but I don't want to be kicked out of another town. I want to know what it is you're bringing in. I could be doing such a thing."
He sort of looks at you and goes, know what? Fuck you, Templar. Fuck you. Away. What do you do
You
to
better
that?
stay out of mine.
Are you actually going aggro on him?
No, just more like just trying to match the intimidation with my own. So I'm basically just saying, and you better stay out of my way. And I've got my hand on the hilt of my machete.
Sort of looks at you, and then he sort of spits at your feet, and then walks away. You manage to pick up a gig a little bit after. It's just it's basic guard duty on the gates.
Yep.
There on the gates, you notice one of the cars coming along the causeway into the Warren. It's an old Hilux that's been patched over a couple of times with different coloured panels and some panels that probably weren't originally for it. And it's coming in along the causeway far too fast, and you can sort of see smoke billowing out behind it. You do recognise it. You do know that it is a vehicle belonging to Shan, who was in the town. And Shan is one of the other couriers who regular supply runs sort of further afield than August. Sort of day or two journeys, and Shan comes screaming back in. What you don't notice in the cab of the ute as it comes in is his usual partner, which is Roof, R-U-F-E. And he comes sort of screaming up the causeway towards the gate, and you see him sort of pull up close to it and waiting for the gate to open. You're on gate duty. What do you do?
So what was different about it? Sorry.
Someone missing.
He sort of comes. He sort of came screaming up awfully quick, and Roof is missing, or at least you can't see Roof in the cab of the ute where Roof would usually be riding shotgun.
With Shen, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oi, Shen. You went with 2, now you're 1. Where the hell's Roof?
Templar, stop fucking around. It's real bad. It's real bad.
What's real bad? Tell me,
Shen
what's
sort of
going on?
Shen sort of gets out of the cab of the ute and goes to the back where he's got a tarp over the tray. He pulls it back, and Roof is in there, and Roof is bloodied as all hell. Like, Roof is just like covered in makeshift bandages. Looks like she's sort of ripped off. Looks like they've ripped off like half her pants leg and used it to strap up the rest of her. But it's not stemming all the bleeding.
All right,
you got ambushed up north.
Yeah, I instantly tell the one handling the controls to open the gate. I say, bring Roof to the dock.
Jesus Christ,
now.
man! It was up near August. They came out of nowhere. Shen speeds through the gates. Speeds sort of through the gates and makes a beeline straight to Herzog's. Where are you this morning? Are you at home or are you somewhere else? Are you making a house call?
Surgery. No, he'd be in his surgery.
What's he doing in his surgery?
I'd imagine he's working on someone who's coming in injured. I'd say there's plenty of people getting injured in an apocalypse.
Right, but just routine work, nothing special.
No. Setting both.
All right, you're just doing your thing. Take one. That's for just your regular work, regular pay from, and also Templar. You take one.
Take one butter.
Right, so Shen comes barging through the door of the surgery, cradling Roof in his arms, and he goes, "It's real bad, man. You got to fix her up. You got to fix her up."
Just stop. What happened? What's wrong?
We were out there August, and they came out of nowhere, man, and then they got her.
Stop. I don't care. What's wrong? Don't tell me
They shot
why.
her.
Tell me what.
They shot her, man. I don't know. And he sort of lays her down on the bed in there, sort of shoving the person who you had already in there out of the out of the way. It was pretty routine what you were treating at the time. And on the jury, and as you can see that she's taken 2 bullets. First one in the sort of abdomen, and the second one in the leg, and it's the leg one that's really bleeding out.
All right, so I guess I just start trying to fix it.
So I think this is a pretty high pressure situation. A, you've got Shen rabbiting on in your ear, but B, she's pretty fucked up. So I'm going to need you to make a move here.
So under pressure,
need you to
I'd
do-
say it'd be cool roll, wouldn't it? I guess
Be
it
doing
counts
something
as-
under fire.
Yeah. All right, going for the fixing up the leg, I guess, since that's an immediate problem.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Sorry, Shen.
That is not a good roll.
He did, Coach. He did.
I thought you were good.
Okay, so you dig into the roof, and as you get in there and cut and sort of try in there and get the bullet, you've got as I said, you've got Shen rabbiting your ear, and it's a pretty high pressure situation, and your nerve sort of fails you, and you make one fatal sort of slip, and the artery that had previously been sort of nicked opens up, and Ruth starts bleeding out on your table. Shen sort of gets more and more hysterical and starts yelling, "Oh, this can't be happening, man! This can't be happening! No, Ruth!"
It just
And
did.
as you,
If you hadn't just shut up for 5 seconds.
No, fuck you, man! Why did you save her?
I tried. It didn't happen. People died. Take the body and get out.
No, fuck you, man! And he sort of takes the body and like sort of cradles her in his arms and just lets out this like caterwauling cry of pain as he takes Ruth with him. He's like, "Fuck you, man!" as he leaves the surgery. Despite the effort of saving her, it did consume a lot of your supplies. So I'm going to have to. It's ripped through your medical supplies as you've done. The supply run's not due for another week. So mark that against your against the kit that you've got in your angel kit.
Using the angel kit is a completely different thing, and it's a different role.
You're still acting under fire, and you're still consuming resources for it. So it's a bit different when you're using on NPCs. Right.
So I should have made a different role.
Usually roll under.
Roll plus stock spent. So however much stock I use, I would have had to add to that.
Yeah, because you were sort of just treating whatever was in front of you. You didn't have time to take stock, and you're in your surgery, so it's a bit different. So we'll go with that for now.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put it up to a 6, which is a fail. Still highest fail, so that's 3.
Yep.
So.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
All this commotion as the Ute screams through your town has drawn your attention, Alabaster. You're away from your bar, it being morning. This is probably the time when you catch up with sleep, and where you sleep is not too far from the surgery. But this has dragged your attention out to the front. You see come out of the front door of the surgery, cradling the body of Ruth in his arms. Do you say anything to him, or do you just watch him go?
That doesn't clear our tab.
Jeez.
He just sort of stares at you and then staggers off. Shen's pretty broken now.
Poor Shen.
So you've just been woken up by all of this this commotion. What's on your order of business today? Last night was an average night at the bar. You know, you made a profit, but not a big one. It's just like a usual night. What are you off to? What are you off to do during the day today?
First, I need to check in with old mate Fist. See if he's got anything to report to me.
Fist is in his usual customary stop out front of the bar. He's sitting in his chair there, and he sort of goes, "Oh, hey, Chief, how are you?"
Yeah, not too bad, Fist. Anything unusual happening this morning?
Sorry, I missed that.
I said anything unusual,
I got to fix it.
weird happening? Anything of note?
Fist just sort of looks at you and goes, "Oh, well, the Shen came screaming through here about an hour ago. I don't think it. Don't know what it was. Scarlett's back in town."
Oh, good. Well, boost business, no doubt. We'll have to get some Scarlet whiskey, however.
Yeah, looking
She
to.
drank it all last time.
She might be looking to spend up.
Oh?
Oh, and hey,
Mm.
Jeanette wanted to see you. I think she's trying to get back in the bar.
Who?
Maybe you kicked her out a month ago.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, last night's business was a bit crap. They look like they're going to cause any trouble?
I don't know. She just looked a bit peaky.
Hmm. Okay. It's nothing unusual, I guess. I sort of leave.
Okay,
Like
where
he's
are you
given
leaving
it. Shit. What do I need to do? What's around town? What's besides my place? What else is there? There's a doctor's.
to? Okay, so there's a couple of sort of trading establishments down the street.
Mhm.
There's the sort of temporary trade up where the drivers come through. That's where Joy hangs out a lot of the time. Is where because that's where the work's going, coming and going.
To the trade area because I might need to buy some supplies.
Going.
Yeah.
Sorry, something has just crashed on me here. What is going on here? Yep, sorry, where are you going to go?
I'm going to the trading area to see if there's anything interesting or note of worth. Any new spirits that have been brought in.
So you go down the trading area, and there's a couple of temporary stalls set up. A couple of trucks come into town. They're sort of smallish trucks, armored up. But they brought in some catch from. They brought in some stuff from August. They brought in some stuff from down past the stacks. To get to the Warren from anywhere else, you have to go a nice area to drive past. But beyond that, there's a couple of settlements that you know of. One of the things that catches your eye in one of the vendors is there's a guy who you don't know, but he introduces himself as and Grome says that he's got a spirit you might be interested in.
Okay. All right, so I go over to the strange vendor.
Who's well, he's not strange in that he's like mysterious. You just don't know him.
Yeah, I go with the strange vendor.
He's got sort of dark skin, and his hair's sort of shaved into like walls and patterns on his head. And he sort of looks at you and he goes, tender.
You cut out there.
I hear you're the local bartender.
You hear correct.
Yeah, I got something for you. They're brewing it down south.
Oh, brewing what?
And he sort of pulls out a bottle, and it's sort of like a deep red. You're not sure what it's made from because the bottle was stoppered and it's got no label on it. But he says,
What did he say?
Yes,
I think you cut out there. Aaron.
Dun dun dun.
he
What's
said.
that?
He said, and then
That's
it-
how volatile it is.
call this the
He says, croaks, and dies of alcohol poisoning. I'll take 5.
The lips are moving, but I can't hear what you're saying.
they call this the Virgin.
The Virgin. So it's weak then.
Yeah. Well, they say it's a good drop, and I bet it's a drop that no one else in this town of yours sells.
But why would I want it
He says, I got a deal.
if it's
Well,
weak, as you claim?
it's exotic.
Yeah, but the people here don't care for flavor; they care for
But,
forgetting.
he uncorks the bottle and pours a small bit into a. He's got like an enamel cup.
Yep.
It looks clean enough. And he pours a little bit into an enamel cup and offers you a sip.
Well, I'm not one to ever refuse a new drink, so I take a sip. What could go wrong?
Okay, so you take a sip of it, and it's like a brandy, and it's pretty cleanly brewed.
So it's a fine girl.
As a bit of a connoisseur of post-apocalyptic liquors, this one's a lot less rough as guts as
Post-apocalyptic.
some of the other ones you've been exposed to.
Sorry, it's a bit fine. You said, of course, I missed it.
It's good. It's good.
Good.
It's
good.
not coarse at all.
Okay. How much do you want for it?
Nah, I got a deal for you.
Mhm.
What if I set up as your exclusive supplier?
Of this or everything?
Of the Virgin. I'll keep bringing it in from the south, and you'll pay me. You'll pay me by the case.
I don't even know if it's any good yet. I mean, sure, it tastes alright, but what do my customers think?
They'll think what you tell them to think.
I mean, half the backwater hicks in this place.
He sort of. I really wish.
Well, you said it's a red color, right?
Yeah.
However, I am out of Scarlet Whiskey, and I do have one particular patron who's back in town who is predispositioned, is the word I'm looking for here, I think. He says to himself,
Predisposed.
This is all in character, by the way. To drinks of this hue. I tell you what. I'll buy this as a sample. And if it goes well, I may be back tomorrow.
Goes, that's all right. Sounds good. Except I shipped out at about midday, so
Not a problem.
and he sort of he restoppers the bottle and hands it over to you. As you walk away,
Cutting out again, I think.
I hear him say, please.
fuck's sake, this thing is. I'm gonna have to switch headsets, I think. You swirl around the bottle, and you're sort of still rolling around in your mouth a bit. You get a hint for what it is,
Mhm.
and you sort of shrug and move on your way.
Okay.
Let's see, where have you been today?
Who's that?
Who? Where?
Maybe Dusty, I think.
Where have you been today? Have you seen any of the commotion going through town?
Everyone else didn't hear the name twice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. We've all heard you say, "Where were you today?" twice, without the name. We're assuming Dusty.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dusty.
On the outskirts of town, scrounging scrap for today's sustenance. I'll eat anything.
Mangrove side or swamp side?
Mangrove side. I think there's more scrap.
Okay, so you saw you saw Shen's ute come screaming back into town. Well, what does Dusty think about that?
Machine move fast, prefer slow.
Okay, you see the machine go through when you sort of using your attuned sense to the sort of psychic maelstrom, you sense a psychic trail or a psychic eminence coming off the ute. What do you think it is?
Well, my first concern would be: is it a wolf of the maelstrom?
First and
What is it?
then, is it a wolf of the maelstrom?
Are you a wolf of the maelstrom?
Please tell me he's talking to a car right now.
Yes. All is same. Human, machine, all
Man,
same.
machine, the fusion.
Oh god, don't even start.
Love that game.
George, you're out at the swamp flats just because you've gone out to just find a little bit to fix out the combi, and you see the child thing. All the same. Human. What do you say to it?
What the?
Have I seen the child thing? Have I seen Dusty do this often?
Well, Dusty, has Joyce seen you do it often?
Let me just check. I wouldn't exactly be hiding it. Put it that way.
He doesn't have a grasp for social situations, I'm assuming.
Exactly. But at the same time, I'm
Doesn't have
not
a
going
grasp
out of
of-
my
he's not-
way to be. Yeah, I'm not going out of my way to be seen. But I'm not going out of my way to be unseen. Joy, I have history with. So yes, Joy has probably seen me do this before. But by the same token, I've seen Joy before. I'm keeping an eye on Joy.
As if Dusty's doing her.
Either.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably.
If Dusty's doing its thing again, I just kind of, not so much run my eyes, I kind of just look over. Probably got a rag or a wrench or something in my hand, just hold it on my side, just look at it and just be like, come on, that's enough, Dusty, you better go home.
Hello, human with machine.
And I'm just like, yes, Dusty, this is what I do. Shouldn't you be home now?
Hello, Cloud9. Are you well?
You a little bit?
Dusty, who's looking after you today?
Doesn't respond. The car doesn't
All
respond
look
to
after
Dusty's-
self. All look after all.
I just, sigh again, turn my back, and then go back working with Cloud9.
Repair
All right.
well, Cloud9.
So you make it. You managed to scrounge what you need to scrounge from the mangrove flats surrounding the town. As you come back through, did you have the car out there with you?
I was mostly sort of digging through the muck, find the bits and pieces I needed because I need the van back. Actually, the van was close by.
All right, yeah, it's close by. All right. So as you come back through the main gates, Templar's on the gate still.
But he's asleep.
Templar, what do you do when you see Joy approach?
I give Joy a casual wave, like a short one. So just that kind of wave as she approaches.
Like a friendly honk on the horn.
On. So you've been on guard duty now for
4 hours, 4 minutes, 4 days.
in the afternoon.
Ah.
And you spot in the distance from the north, from the direction of August, you can see a dust trail going along the old highway. And then you see it's being followed by two more at some distance behind it. And from what you can tell, it looks like the two behind are chasing the one in front of it. You can sort of see this from where your vantage is on the sort of gates of the warren. And then
are there binoculars near me or anything like that, or someone else has got a pair of them?
Yeah, there is a pair of binoculars.
Here you go.
I take that and get a better look.
Okay, I'll need you to read a sitch.
Okay. Read a sitch. 9.
Okay, ask me one of the questions.
Do I recognize the vehicles chasing?
Okay, so the vehicle in front you recognize. It is another resident of the Warren. It's Norvell. Norvell is coming screaming along at a far faster speed than Norvell usually would. He's got a sort of it's an old Commodore that he sort of retrofitted the back to carry more cargo. It's comes screaming along, and two vehicles behind you don't recognize specifically, but you recognize the type. You think that he's being chased by two raider vehicles.
Is Norvell coming this way, or is he just getting chased at the moment?
He certainly is. You see him scream up off the old ancient highway and come barreling down towards the causeway with two vehicles behind him that are both beefed up trucks.
Right, I yell up to any of the others on guard duty to say, Norvell's getting chased by two other vehicles. Get ready.
One of the other guys on guard with you says, and it's a guy you know is Wisher. Wisher says, should I run and get some help from into town?
I missed that. What do you say?
Get some help from in the town.
Wisher asked you whether he should run and get some help from the town.
Anyone who can help blow up a car.
So Wisher runs through the streets to it's the afternoon. Runs to the afternoon and finds Scarlet. He knows Scarlet's good with guns, and calls and tells Scarlet, "Oh, there's raiders coming up to the main gate."
Oh, just when I thought today was going to be boring.
Scarlet, what do you? Yeah, you better come. Templars are looking for backup.
Ah, Helmet Head. Okay, I'll meet you at Helmet Head.
A known local landmark. Charmer, you're probably watching this from somewhere. Are you going to go and see what the fuss is about?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna like creep. Just hide out on a rooftop and watch for the minute.
Sorry.
Not do anything.
So you follow down to the main gate, and as you get there, you see the courier in the Commodore is sort of screaming up to the main gate, and probably a kilometre behind him are these other two vehicles in pursuit. You see him there, and you've got a choice, Templar. You can either raise the gate and let him come through, or you.
I think you cut out then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Cut out
you.
after
Raise the
Raise the
gate,
gate.
or he can.
It's great for creating suspense.
Yeah.
I know.
You
What's the other choice? Oh god.
to fill in the blank yourself.
Either open the gate or activate a time jump to the next dimension.
You should use your grenade launcher to solve this situation.
Don't spoil it. Jeez.
Launch a grenade out of your gun at them. God. Well, while we wait for Red to emerge, I'm going to go dry the paint off my hands and get another drink.
He's still in thingy. I just don't think you can hear us.
I
Red.
think he's lagged out.
He's moving though.
Yeah, I can see him moving.
Now he's taking his headset off.
I can't even see that.
Yep.
Now he's gone.
Yeah, he gone.
Is he?
I don't know. I'm still watching him.
Yes,
He just
um,
doesn't know it.
Maybe the wolves got him.
They're knocking at his front door.
Ow.
Werewolves of London?
Yeah. What we got?
Red's back, but you're muted in
Yeah.
the
In the hangout.
yeah.
I'm back. Did we blow something up yet?
No,
Oh.
apart from the internet.
Hey. Would it work better if we use like a Discord or something? Cool.
I think it's because we can
To go
record this.
to-
Oh, I heard Red for a second then.
Can you hear me?
Sort of.
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
a wolf of the maelstrom?
No, he's not. He's the voice in our heads telling us what's happening. Maybe that is
So-
the maelstrom.
No,
I don't even know what a maelstrom is.
Oh god.
Was ripping up the road. There were two radar cars following behind him and Templar at the gate. Let him in or not? Oh, for fuck's sake.
You there, Templar?
Did I just lose everyone?
No.
No, I'm here.
No.
No.
Just silence for a while. Like,
Dwarves
Yeah, it was a concerted
of the
plan to freak you out.
maelstrom. I hope this fight is productive. I will eat very well.
Are you still out on the mangrove flats?
That's what I'm going to be asking Red, actually. Like, if there's fighting and I hear it, I'm going to be interested in going there because fighting equals discard equals food. Also, you're lucky that you were around Cloud9, otherwise I would have tried to eat it.
See, I don't know what to expect. So you might be able to consume metal. I don't know.
Eat the car. Jesus.
Eat the card.
Eat the pudding, eat the
Oh
pudding, eat the
god,
pudding, eat the card, eat the card, eat the
last
card.
we fight is like I hope at some point we fight a big robot thing. He just eats it at the end.
I'm cool with that.
So like, so for this character,
this
I'm
thing.
really just picturing one of those like what were those little kid characters from The Witcher called?
Oh my god, yeah, those things.
Those fuckers.
All is
Changelings?
food.
No, Godkin.
Yeah,
Let me Google that.
yeah. It's what you want.
Can you
Maybe
hear
a bit
me?
furrier, but-
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, Johnny. I'm just
I
picturing-
think I'm back, maybe.
For some reason, if you type Godkin
Can you hear us?
3 into Google, you get a picture of Sombra from
The-
Watch.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
not.
hear
I'm
you.
not getting anything out of Google.
Godkin Witcher 3 or Godkin Witcher.
The little creepy guys, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Bonnie
I know
and
what you're
Sarah.
talking
Oh, yeah, that's a good picture. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Except you talk a bit creepier than they do. They're more just like, "God, blimey, governor, took a piss in a pot." I
English
did."
children.
Yeah,
They
no,
sound like English children.
and probably like a little less, because I mean I look at the I've clicked through to the Johnny one.
Yeah.
Johnny.
That's identifiable as human, more uncanny valley.
Mm.
So smooth out the face.
Yeah.
Almost. Oh well, there's another one, Sarah. Like if you kind of merged them together, that would be what I would.
Godling, not Godkin. She's Godling. Yeah. I like Johnny as a character. I didn't like him at the start, but he grew on me.
All right. Before I was so rudely interrupted.
We're about to blow up a car.
All
Yes.
of the cars.
So, this car is screaming towards the front gate of the the Warren. Timper,
like
you've got a
David
choice, and you might be able to consult with Scarlet about this. Are you going to let him in? Are you going to open the gate to let him in, knowing that the car behind it could be closing in as well?
Have we lost him?
He did. Scarlet Whiskey Knobs. Which side of the Warren has the front gate? Is that the causeway or is that?
I assume so.
We lose Red again.
Yeah, he said it crashed on him.
Balls.
Balls, 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 balls. Balls of steel.
Blow it out your ass. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna ban you. classic.
Right. I mean, I feel old saying it, but still.
Oh, no, I know exactly the video. Duke Nukem Trolls event, what it was.
Yeah. Event harassment. One of your, that's one of the first
Oh.
memes I can remember.
This is a re-upload. But chill harassment. Damn, it doesn't look like the original's up. That was like what?
A long time ago.
Anyone hear me?
Sure
I
can.
can hear you, Knob.
Yay!
Yay.
I had to disconnect because my voice was not going through before.
Mm-hmm. I found the thing that was causing mine not to come through the other week was the actual video call settings for some reason was set to the wrong thing. It was trying to go through my little webcam dealy.
Now I'm hearing you in double.
All right.
That's
Can you hear me?
Yay! I can hear me too.
I've
I
dialed
can
back
hear
in.
me also.
I've dialed back in via my phone.
Okay, that's probably why I can hear myself.
Yeah. All right. For the 6th time.
Wait, I don't. Is Templar here?
I don't know because I haven't heard him in a while, and he
Yeah,
hasn't.
I haven't heard
His
him
little
in a
picture
while.
hasn't changed in a while.
Yeah.
Techie, are you there?
Oh god, they already ran him over.
They're dropping like flies.
Maybe you should do your job better, Doc.
Okay.
Starts early.
Look, there's obviously a big decision that he's had to make, and he's had to sit back and think about it.
Just sit back and think. Just
He's like, is violence always the answer? I get from Roadhog.
Okay, I'm
violence
back.
is usually the answer.
All right. So, as I said, for the 6th time,
well, it's probably
The
7th.
7th now, Norvell the Courier is screaming towards the front gates of the Warren in his Commodore.
Do you blow it up?
What do you do? Do you open the gate? Do you not open the gate? What do you do?
What's a
And
warrant?
just for positioning
Yeah, look,
purposes, for positioning purposes, Dusty, you are still out scrounging somewhere.
Now, is the front gate the causeway?
Yes.
Okay.
How thick and heavy is this front gate?
It'll probably withstand. It'll withstand like 1 truck ramming it. It probably won't withstand like 2.
How rotten are the mangroves?
Quite rotten.
Why would you put a town here next to a fucking swamp? It probably smells awful.
Right, I'm back.
Because it's fortifiable.
I guess. The
Alright, I can
mangroves at least clean the water.
Fair enough.
Forgiven value of
Okay,
clean.
so how far away are the cars compared to Norvell?
There's about 1 kilometre between them, so probably the speed
Okay.
they're going, it'd be less than.
Oh my god, not again.
Oh no.
Not again!
Less than 88 miles an hour.
To be
I'm still
fair,
here.
it is the apocalypse, so
Yeah, you dropped again, Red. Sorry.
Oh my god.
hear you now, I think. Yeah.
I heard that.
Good.
Hey, now.
All right, they're going less than.
They're going fast enough that you probably can open the gate for less than a minute.